Hello everyone, my name is Leena Rupia. Today I'm going to discuss you about menu selection, form filling and dialog boxes, task related organization and item presentation sequence in the UI and UX design course. The session outcomes are what is the main goal of the menu selection, form filling and dialog box, what types of menus, data entry with the menus like form filling and dialog boxes and content organization. The first one is task related organization. What is the main goal of the menu and form filling dialog boxes? We'll look into this. The primary goal for menu, form filling and dialog box designers is to create a sensible and comprehensible, memorable and convenient organization relevant to the user's task. Is nothing but creating a easy method by designing a menu, form filling and dialog boxes to make the user's task easy. And we are going to look about the types of menus. We are having types like single menus and multiple item menus and a pull down pop-up and toolbar menus. The first one is single menu. In the single menu we are having like a binary menus. In the binary menus we are having the categories like mnemonic letters, radio buttons and button choice. Here is the example of button choice. Here, if we look into this, what is your study mode? Is it self-regular, regular, pre-mentor, guided, advanced, and advanced? It is the example of single type of menu. See here, circle represents the single multiple choice questions, MCQs. And here, if we look in this picture, we had designed a yes or no button in the form of rectangular shape. When coming to multiple item buttons, we have here, if you look into this picture, you'll able to notice that multiple choice questions consist of square boxes. If we click multiple boxes, then it is considered as a multiple choice question. And coming to the pull down pop-up and toolbar menus, first we'll look what is meant by pull down menu. Always available to the user by making selections on your top menu bar keyboard shortcuts. Yeah, here you in this picture you will be able to see what is meant by pull down menu. See, if we click on connects, then you get a displayed box, right? This is known as pull down menu. And we will look about pop-up menus. Appear on display in response to check or tap with a pointing device. See, if you are clicking on drawing markup tools, then you have displayed, see, this box, right? This is known as pop-up menu. You're pointing on one device you're wanting to select or you're wanting to choose. See, for example of pull down menu is Control C. Important to support expert user efficiency. Toolbar, icon menus, and palettes offer actions on your displayed or object. Yeah, this is the example of a pull down pop-up menu in the toolbar. And while coming to this, here we are going to look about data entry with menus. It's nothing but form filling and the dialog box. First, we'll look about form filling. What is meant by form filling? We are all familiar with the filling the form, right? We'll look what is meant by form filling. The definition of form filling. Appropriate many fields of data must be entered. Full complement of information is visible to the user. Display resembles familiar paper forms. A few instructions are required for many types of entries. See, while you're creating a form, you need to follow certain set of instructions, or while you're designing a form, you need to follow certain type of instructions while you're filling and designing a form. See, whatever data we are going to fill in the form, the users are able to see it, right? The data we are filling, the users can be able to see or visualize it. And Users must be familiar with keyboards, use of tab key or a mouse or to move the cursor. Error correction methods, field label meanings, permissible fields contains and use of the enter or written key. While you are going to design a form filling in the online, users must be familiar with all these such as keyboards, how to use the keyboard, and you must be familiar with the using of tab key and the mouse, a mouse to move the to move all the directions. You must be familiar with all these, right? And here are the certain types of instructions or features that must be included while you're creating a form, whether it is an online or an offline. Means maybe if you are designing, then it must be compulsorily on online, right? Be familiar. First, you must keep a meaningful title. What is the purpose? On which purpose you are creating a form? Suppose you may fill so many forms, right? For applying internship, they'll be given as the company name with the help of internship, right? The internship period, all must be included in the form. Meaningful title, comprehensible instructions, and set of instructions should be given, right? Which field must be required and which is optional. All these instructions must be given in the form. Logical ordering, logical grouping and sequencing of fields, visually appealing layout of them, familiar field labels, consistent terminologies and abbreviations, visible space and boundaries for data entry fields, convenient cursor movement, error correction for individual characters and entry fields, error prevention where possible, error messages for unacceptable values, marking of required fields, explanatory messages for fields, completion single to support user control. These are the fields that must be included while you are filling a form, while you are creating a form. And you must be familiar with the format specific field types also. Coded fields must be given and you must be familiar with all those telephone numbers. If you are from India, you may have a different code for India, and if you are from US, your code is different from India. Yeah, India is having +91, right? And you will enter the telephone number of 10 digits. If it is a landline, then it must be given a specific field for mobile phone and the landline number. And social security numbers, time, dates, amount. For India, rupees will be represented in one form, and in abroad or in any other countries, their currency will be represented in another form. It is actually of numbers, but the symbol, rupees, dollars, all these symbols are different, right? You must specify all of them. You must keep pull pop-up buttons, all those while you are creating a form. And the second one is dialog box. What is meant by dialog box? Dialog box is nothing but combination of menu and the form fill techniques. Right? Here are some of the guidelines that must be followed while you are designing a dialog box. Meaningful title, consistent style, top left top left to bottom right sequencing. Yeah, here you must follow the sequencing, right? Here in this picture indicates the example of dialog box. Clustering and emphasis, consistent layers like a margin, grids, white spaces, lines, boxes, all those. Consistent terminology like a fonts, a capitalization, justification, all those. Standard buttons like OK, S, no, cancel, confirm, all those buttons comes under standard buttons. Error preventions by direct manipulations, error preventions, all those must be included while you are designing a dialog box. And the last one is content organization. Content organization, if we look what is meant by task related grouping tree organization in our content organization. The first one is create groups of logically similar items. Creating a group of logically similar items in one group, forming groups that cover all the possibilities. Make sure that items are non-overlapping. Items should not be overlapped. You must be cautious with this one. Use familiar terminology, but ensure that the items are distanced from one another. You must be familiar with the terminology, and items should be different from one another. And the second one is item presentation sequence. The order of items in the menu is important and should take natural sequence into account when possible, like timing, numeric ordering, physical properties. All this comes under item presentation sequence. If you are not following any task related orderings, then see, when cases have no task relating orderings, the designer must choose from such possibilities, as you must choose these possibilities when your task is not related to orderings, like alphabetic sequence of terms, grouping of related items, most frequently used items first, most important items first. See, if you're following some sequence, then you must be familiar with all this. Also, with respect to task related, if you're not following any task related ordering, then you must be cautious with all these possibilities. You must be familiar with alphabetic sequence of terms, grouping related items in one category, and most frequently items you can display them first, and you must note the important items for, or you can list the important item first to display. You must be cautious with all these. That's it about this section, guys. We have discussed about primary goal of a menu or dialog box and form filling, and in the menu sections we are having subcategories like single, multiple, pop-up, pull down menus. And in the form filling, we have learned about some of the instructions while you are creating a form and while we are filling the form. And in the dialog boxes, while we are designing them, we must follow some of the guidelines like layering, outgrade, all those we have discussed in our in this section. So thank you, guys. That's it.